Hey guys, Spike here, blah blah blah, you know the drill. I've never had the chance to make a video response to one of the Amazing Atheist videos just because they always get so many responses and so many are unrelated, and that kind of pisses me off because I understand you're trying to get your video out there, but I don't want to be posting on a video looking at a bunch of video responses that are not in any way pertaining to the topic. So that does kind of piss me off, but at least if it's somewhat relevant, maybe then I could respect it. But yeah, so this video, I just had to respond to it because it's rare that Amazing Atheist will come out and make a video where he's just expressing his emotion and can really be honest, and then he'll post it up. And in a weird way, like, I wouldn't want all of his videos to be like this, but when he does, it's a rarity, but it's beautiful to see in, the least homosexual way possible. But, I really liked it. Just because I see him coming out and just... I think it's somewhat depressing the way he looks at it, but it's somewhat true. See, I try to believe in a positive truth, but I also understand that human emotions involve negativity. We can't avoid it. I mean, of course we're going to have negative emotions. If we didn't have negative emotions, then the positive emotions wouldn't mean anything. So, of course, we have to have some negativity in our life, something to overcome. If we've never experienced any negativity, we would have no positivity to aim for, to attempt to reach. So, yeah, he's speaking, saying how the internet is a tool for cowardice, and I think that's sometimes very true. Me coming up on here. Now, a lot of things that I say on here, I could say in real life, but a lot of times I feel like when I'm on YouTube, I'm expressing myself more than I am sometimes in real life. Because I don't immediately have somebody responding to me. I'm not, spilling my heart out to one person in hopes of acceptance. I'm spilling my heart out on YouTube, and knowing that a lot of people don't really care that much is almost why I'm able to do it. Is almost why I'm able to come out here and say things that I might not always have as easy a time saying in real life. And of course, there are people I can confide in real life where I couldn't confide in YouTube. But I feel like often when I'm on YouTube, I can more so express myself. And to say that I don't think of those on YouTube as real people, I wouldn't agree with that. I would say they are real people. And if I've never had somebody notice me just from YouTube, but I've had people at school, that know me also on YouTube. And when they mention a YouTube video, I mean, it's kind of the way I am with my rapping. I sometimes get defensive of it. I'll sometimes have a response somewhere along the lines of, oh, I could have done better, or... even if they're praising it, I always feel like I don't know if they're just making fun of it, so I want to be legitimate in my response. Well, I could have done better. If any of y'all are annoyed by the fan, I'm sorry, but otherwise it would be hot as hell in here. So if a place that doesn't exist can be hot, it would be that hot. So basically that's it. And so, of course, they're real people, but it's so true that the internet is a way for people to express themselves that might not normally be able to. It shows you inside people, I guess. And so when someone confronts you that has seen so much of you, yet doesn't know you, it is uncomfortable. I would agree. It is very uncomfortable. But I would also say, I welcome it. I welcome it. I fear it, but I welcome it. As for many things I fear something. I fear rejection. In real life. I don't care if people hate me on YouTube, but honestly, rejection is one of my biggest fears, especially in the sense of relationships and stuff. But at the same time, sometimes I'm willing to face that fear when I know it's best, so I can... so I can have a happy relationship. It's kind of conquering the fear because it's worth it. So, So yeah, I guess it's just a matter of whether or not we allow our fear to control us, or whether we conquer that fear. And while fear is very much a natural human emotion, I have a firm belief that, no, a firm belief, educated belief, that fear can be overcome. Not through Christianity or God, any or that bull, but fear can be overcome with knowledge. When you understand something, you can no longer fear it. When you have an understanding, for example, you fear the unknown. For example, why else do you think people talk about heaven and hell and the afterlife? It's because they're afraid of the unknown. They're afraid to not know something. So instead, they make up a solution. No matter how horrible that might be, at least they know, or think they know. Yet we still fear death because we fear the unknown. But as soon as we know what that is, as soon as we know what the unknown is, then we no longer fear it. And then we can pretend to know. I don't think that really works, because even Christians fear death. Either that or they're just super blinded, but subconsciously they do fear death. But still, when you understand something, when you understand it consciously and subconsciously, when you let out all thoughts that, oh, well, what if this happens? When you can answer, what if this happens? Say it's not that bad. Then that fear can be overcome. So, I don't know. So I'm going to talk about people not existing over YouTube. We all are people. And it's just that amount of discomfort that one would feel seeing somebody that they've said so much to, that they've opened up to in ways that they might not have, because they were trying to impress them in real life, etc. So, yeah, thank you for such an honest video, because it's rare we'll see that from you. I'd like to see more. And, yeah. SP1K3, peace out.